देखो मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि मीडिया तो सारा आपका ही है.
अच्छा, ये इम्प्रेशन क्रिएट किया जाता है. I'll tell you why.
If you can't watch a full podcast, watch a clip instead. You'll be as entertained and as informed. That's my guarantee. That's why you gotta subscribe to Dostcast Clips. There have been several journalists in the past who have now, the PM has now started giving interviews, and they've all come in his office and they're all asking very safe questions. And what I'm trying to say is,
Which journalist has asked PM?
3-4 जो अभी जर्नलिस्ट आए थे जो अलग
What
अलग
are
बैठे
safe
हुए थे.
questions?
मतलब मेरे कहने का मतलब ये है कि देखो मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि मीडिया तो सारा आपका ही है.
अच्छा, ये इम्प्रेशन क्रिएट किया जाता है. I'll tell you why. Because these people are good at applying labels. So, any media that questions them, that questions their goof-ups, it becomes Godi media. But they don't explain that if the media is constantly propelling their point of view, how come that media is independent media? That is not Jodi media. This is Godi media. Please tell me, before 2014, before social media, digital media, before smartphones became so cheap and accessible, before internet rates fell from 300 rupees a GB to 9 rupees a GB, so it's so affordable, high internet connectivity, before these kinds of podcasts and social media was booming, there were hardly a few news channels.
Sure.
Okay, in the beginning there was only DD, then you had private channels that came in, few handful channels, then the channels started erupting. But without social media, the channels are still controlled by an editorial policy. So essentially not anything and everything can go on air unless it goes to the editorial filter. So it was a very controlled system. That was the system that was run under the UPA. And that was a system that they are perfectly saying that no, that time the media was free and fair. And today where every person who has a smartphone, and almost 80 crore people, can record whatever they want or go and make a podcast or do whatever online or social media, factual reporting that they want to do. So there are essentially today 80 crore journalists, because everyone with a smartphone is a potential journalist or a potential podcaster, and he can ask whatever questions. There's no censorship on YouTube, unlike in various countries across the world. So at that time they are saying that the media narrative is controlled. Is it possible to control any media narrative today? If I want to go on the social media and make a video abusing the Prime Minister, I'm entitled to. In fact, these people have had the control all along in the media. But today, because some questions are asked of them, or because they are unable to win elections, they label the entire section of other media as, or any media that is pro-nationalistic, as Godi media. And when they say that these questions are soft questions, what is the example? I ask them, what is an example? The one example they will keep giving is, आम कैसे खाते ये पूछ लिया.
That is an old instance. It doesn't
नहीं,
apply.
पर पूछा किसने? अक्षय कुमार ने.
Right.
Akshay Kumar not a journalist. Akshay Kumar is a celebrity. He had a celebrity interaction with the Prime Minister. He asked, आम कैसे खाते?
And he's on a far more narrower PR tightrope walk than the average journalist.
But I'm saying that a journalist who is a reputed journalist, who is a professional journalist, asked Sonia Gandhi whether she cooks pasta or whatever she cooks. So I think that this should be seen, that an Akshay Kumar can't be compared. An Akshay Kumar asking aam khate ho, kaat ke khate ho ya gutli se khate ho, that is a question that Akshay Kumar will ask. He's not a trained journalist. But when trained journalists on your side ask these kinds of questions, or are unable to even show a modicum of what I would say is a modicum of balance, I think then those people have no right to question anybody else. I mean, and we should not question the wisdom of any journalist. You name whichever interview that the Prime Minister has done, which questions have not been asked. Recently, the Prime Minister has given an interview 2 times now. The last I've seen, in fact, today as we are recording this, he's given to Republic, but I have not been able to see that. On Times now, Navika and Sushant have asked him every question. They asked him, are you a dictator? Is it a full toss or is it a bouncer? It doesn't depend on that. It depends on how the Prime Minister answers that question.